Welcome back, viewers. As you are undoubtedly aware, a protracted and intense conflict has been unfolding in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. This conflict has pitted the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, against the Amhara Fano forces, and its multifaceted nature has given rise to numerous developments and events that demand our attention and analysis. In this detailed account, we will delve into the latest reports and updates regarding the ongoing strife in the Amhara region, offering a comprehensive understanding of the situation. The most recent reports emanating from the conflict zone indicate a significant turn of events. Following a prolonged and grueling battle with the ENDF, the Amhara Fano forces have achieved a notable breakthrough by gaining access to the city of Ankober. Information from sources closely aligned with Fano suggests that not only have they managed to infiltrate Ankober, but they have also assumed control over the city. Furthermore, there are reports suggesting that Fano forces have successfully neutralized the presence of ENDF troops within Ankober, effectively seizing their weaponry and consolidating their territorial hold. To provide geographical context, Ankober, formerly recognized as Ankober, is a historical town nestled in the heart of central Ethiopia. Positioned within the North Shua zone of the Amhara region, Ankober is perched on the eastern escarpment of the Ethiopian highlands, commanding an elevation of approximately 2,465 meters above sea level. It is located approximately 40 kilometers east of Debre Birhan and lies roughly 90 miles northeast of the nation's capital, Addis Ababa. Moreover, insights gleaned from sources intimately connected with the Amhara Fano forces reveal a strategic plan for the organization of their military forces into 4 distinct and organized divisions. These divisions are slated to be structured as follows. 1. North Amhara Command. This division is tasked with overseeing the Begemdia province, extending its purview from Kizi to Abai Melez. 2. East Amhara Command. The East Amhara Command is poised to encompass the province of Wollo. 3. West Amhara Command. This division's jurisdiction will encompass the entirety of the Gojam sub-province, as well as the Olega sub-province, stretching beyond the Nile River. 4. Central Amhara Command. The Central Amhara Command is set to incorporate the Shua and Asi provinces. Additionally, there are ambitious plans to expand the organizational structure into other regions located in the southern reaches of Ethiopia, encompassing the southeast and southwest territories. It is imperative to underline the inclusive ethos upheld by the Amhara Fano forces. Their fundamental belief is that any Ethiopian citizen, regardless of ethnic or regional background, has the potential to become an integral member of Fano, with opportunities for leadership and decision-making roles. Importantly, Fano remains steadfast in its commitment to equality, advocating for the equal treatment of all Ethiopians and rejecting notions of a big nation. In addition to the developments in the Amhara region that we've previously discussed, it is imperative to shed light on another critical facet of the ongoing conflict that has recently come to our attention. Reports have emerged indicating that a separate yet equally intense conflict has erupted between the Ambasel and Delanta districts. This conflict has been escalating rapidly since yesterday and has reached a critical juncture as of the latest reports. The Ambasel Mountains, a pivotal strategic location in the area, are currently experiencing intense bombardment by artillery and Zu-23 anti-aircraft artillery systems. Simultaneously, in the Delanta district, Ethiopian army units that have been actively engaged in combat are encountering significant challenges. They appear to have been obstructed and delayed by the formidable Fano forces who have effectively encircled and initiated fires in the vicinity. This dire situation has culminated in reports suggesting that Ethiopian army units find themselves besieged within the unforgiving terrain of the mountains. It is of paramount importance to underscore that this engagement has not abated. Rather, it continues unabated at this very moment. The clash between opposing forces, characterized by relentless combat and territorial struggles, continues to exert tremendous pressure on the region, its inhabitants, and the broader geopolitical landscape. Ethiopian soldiers went to a town called Majet in northeastern Ethiopia. There was a lot of fighting between these soldiers and another group called the Fano. After the soldiers took control of the town on September 3rd, they did some very bad things. They went to people's houses and asked them where they had hidden weapons. They threatened people and asked them to give them weapons. But the people said they were just farmers and didn't have any weapons. Even after searching their houses and finding no weapons, the soldiers still took some young men from the village and shot them in the head. This fighting started because the government wanted to take away the Fano's weapons and make them part of the national army. But the Fano didn't want to do that, so fighting began. The government declared a state of emergency, and there have been reports of airstrikes and innocent people getting hurt in the Amhara region. Amnesty International, which is a group that cares about human rights, has asked the Ethiopian government to let investigators and the media go to Amhara and see what's happening. Some people who had nothing to do with the fighting got hurt too. One woman's uncle was just a farmer, but the soldiers took their animals and killed him. They even said that farmers were helping the Fano, which wasn't true. Another farmer had his things stolen by the soldiers, and when he asked them to leave some of his animals, they hit him. They did this to other farmers too. One woman saw her husband get shot in front of her because the soldiers thought he was part of the Fano, even though he was just a civilian. It was very scary for her. Other people in the town were also scared because the soldiers would come and search their houses or ask them questions. They were afraid the soldiers might hurt them too, even if they had nothing to do with the fighting. The United Nations and some countries like the European Union and the United States are worried about what's happening in Amhara. They are concerned about the fighting and the reports of people getting hurt. During a previous war in Tigray, the Federal Army, the Fano militia, and Eritrean troops were accused of doing very bad things like killing people because of their ethnicity, hurting them, and doing other terrible things.